Hello students, in last class we have started exercise 3.1 in which we have attended questions which are based on the conversion radian measurement into degree measurement and degree measurement into radian measurement. Now somewhat application of this type of evaluation we are going to discuss here. So first we are going to start with the question number 5 of exercise 3.1. Here in this 5 question it is available that circle is given to you with the diameter 40 centimeter and length of a chord is 20 centimeter. Find the length of a minor arc of the chord. So here two information are available. First of all, diameter of the circle means radius is became half of the diameter. Diameter is available as 40 centimeter, so its radius is turned as 20 centimeter. Second thing, chord length is available 20 centimeter. So these two things we are going to locate in a diagram. So it will be clear to you that what the angle is going to be frame inside the triangle along with your given chord. Now here diameter of circle is given as 40 centimeter. So radius of circle is became half of this means 20 centimeter. Secondly, chord length is available as chord length is available to you as 20 centimeter. So here we will write it as length of the chord that is 20 centimeter. So here these two information are available. So on basis of that we are going to make a diagram having radius 20 centimeter and chord here it is also of the 20 centimeter. This is being the center, this is a AB chord. Now here this is also became a radius, so this is also be considered as a 20 centimeter. If you look at this triangle AOB, all the sides are same, so it will be considered as a equilateral triangle. In equilateral triangle we know that each angle is of 60 degree. So here you can say that at the center formed by this minor arc having length L is 60 degree, means this theta is in our hand on basis of the theoretical concept. So here we suppose that length of the minor arc is became small l. So here let length of minor arc is equal to L. Now what is to be find it out here that what will be the length of the minor arc. So here angle is equal to arc length upon radius. Here angle is available as a theta, means your theta is 60 degree. Because here we have to find out the length, means obviously it is to be convert in a radian form. So here this is 60 into pi by 180 convert in form of radian. It will be cut, so it will be turned as pi by 3. So in place of theta now we will write this radian value as a pi by 3. So this is your theta. Arc length is L that we have supposed and radii is the R. Now all these three things we are going to substitute here. Theta is your pi by 3. L we are going to be find it out. R means the radius of the circle that is available is 20. So from here L will be separate out as 20 pi upon 3 and everything it was available in the centimeter, this will be also be available in a centimeter form. So this way unknown quantity you can find out on basis of the given parametric form. Now next, and that is one of the important question, that is question number 6, in which two circles are available with the different radii, and at the center also some minor arc are going to be formed different angle. One is of 60 degree, another is of 75 degree. Here we have to find it out if they are having same length of the minor arc, what will be the ratio of their radius. Means if radius of the two circles are R1 and R2, we have to find out R1 is to R2 over here. So first of all the information we are going to sketch in a diagram form. This is your question number 6. In 6th question, let two circles are having radius R1 and R2 respectively. Let two circles having radius R1 and R2 respectively their minor arc of length L sustained angles of 60 degree and 75 degree respectively. So we have to find it out. Here we have to find R1 is to R2. So let this is one circle. It is the center of the circle. Radius of this circle is became R1 and both are having common arc length, that is L. So from here to here you can say this is a arc length L. Angle sustained at the center, this you can take as O1. This one is your 60 degree for first circle. Same we plotted another diagram for second circle having the radius R2. It is its center. Let its radius be R2. It sustained an angle of 75 degree at the center having the arc length L. Means in both the case the arc length is same. This is about the second circle. Now here what we have to find it out, R1 is to R2. Now first of all both the angle we are going to represent in terms of a formula form. So first angle theta 1, here your theta 1 is 60 degree. Make it convert in a radian form this much. Here your theta 2 is 75 degree. Convert in form of radian, that is pi by 180. Before writing any of the solution, we have to write, because radius is in measuring parameter, length of arc is also a measuring parameter. So if such type of evaluation you are going for, there to be means angle given to be convert in form of radian, that will give you the actual answer form. So here first of all we will define the theta 1, that is R1 upon L. Now from here, theta 1 is equal to L upon R1, arc length upon radius. Now here we can substitute the value of a theta 1 over here, and R1 you can make separate out, or you can say R1 you can write as L upon theta 1. Just now we are keeping as such, afterwards we will substitute respective value. Second thing, theta 2 you will write as L upon R2. So from here R2 will be separated out as L by theta 2. What was our aim to find it out? Ratio of the radius, means R1 is to R2. So here in terms of the formula form we will write here R1 is to R2. As such in the formula form we will write. At last we will substitute the respective values of thetas or angles. Here you can see your LL will cut, this will be invert and will give you theta 2 upon theta 1. Now we will substitute the values of theta 1 and theta 2 which we have converted in form of radians. So that will be theta 2 means 75 into pi by 180. This is 60 into pi upon 180. This whole fraction will cut. Cut these two quantity from the 5. This is 15 5s and this is 15 4s. So it will give you 5:4. So ratio of the radii, it will be 5:4. So this way these two circle can be connected in form of the radii. This type of combination you are having in illustration also. Now next we are going to move towards the last question in which regarding the pendulum informations are available. So here also this formula of the angle will be implemented over here. Angle is equal to arc length upon radius. So in all three parts the same thing we are going to be discussed. Now here in 7th question what the informations are available. Find the angle in radian through which a pendulum swing if its length is 75 centimeter. Normally pendulum is fixed at its position. This is the length of the pendulum and at this position it will normally swing. So here pendulum swing if its length 75 centimeter. This length is available 75 centimeter. Now a tip describe an arc of length this many, means 3 lengths are available with the arc length. So suppose this pendulum is going to be swing like this. You have seen in the watch normally pendulum swing like this. And in physics also you have talked about the same thing, that is a motion regarding the pendulum and the time period you have evaluated in terms of capital T. In the physics you have studied about. Now this way your pendulum will swing. So it is going to describe an arc length of 10 centimeter, 15 centimeter and 21 centimeter. So here try to understand the concept over here, what is being used. This is suppose the second part we are going to discuss here, in which arc described is of 15 centimeter, means arc length of 15 centimeter described by this pendulum. If this pendulum is going to be swing, obviously this length is going to be shift over here, means it will be considered at this position. It will be considered at this position. If you look at this part only, what this length you will consider as a radius. This will be considered as a radius. This will be considered as a arc length. So on basis of these two parameter, theta you can define easily. So this is nothing, radius for given situation, and this is L. So in our case R is available as 75 centimeter. Now theta we are going to find it out in terms of radian, not in terms of theta. Means it can be in terms of pi or it can be in terms of fractional values. So here theta will be L by R. In our case L is 15, R is 75. So it will be 1 upon 5. So this theta is 1 upon 5 radian. So this way remaining two parts also you can discuss. So this is the one of the application you can implement to the radian or evaluation of the angle. So it was all about the interconversion of the angle in terms of theta or interconversion of a degree into the radian and radian into the degree and the various application based question. Now we are going to move towards the trigonometrical function, that is a main part of this chapter. So first we are going to discuss about how trigonometrical functions are going to represent in a graph, what are their standard values, how they are interconnected with each other, and what are the position in a quadrant system as per their sign. So first we are going to discuss somewhat theoretical part and then we will move towards the solution of the given question. Now the first thing we are going to discuss that a position of point in a unit circle means how trigonometrical term derive. So our next topic is trigonometrical functions. For that purpose, this is, you can say, the basic concept regarding the trigonometrical term. Here we draw a circle with radius r. In the beginning we will take this radius r and afterwards this radius we will convert as a unit 1. This is a circle we have. These are the points, you can say A dash, B and B dash. It is the origin having the coordinate 0, 0. Now we just talk about this section area and this will implement everywhere. Here we are going to describe any of the point P on this section area, or you can say on the circumference of the circle. Now here this P point we describe as A and B. Normally you know that your first coordinate refers to your x-axis. So if you make perpendicular over here and over here, A means on x-axis how much it covers, means this length. B means how much, just perpendicular how much it covers, means the y length. Now if you join this P point to the origin and suppose this angle sustained over here is the theta. This OP length we are going to take it as a r. Now this A we are going to define in terms of theta and this B also we are going to define in terms of theta. So A and B will be expressed in terms of theta and the radius. Now first we talk about this base value A. So with reference to this theta, it is being a perpendicular length, it is being a base, and your r is being a hypotenuse over here. Now in the triangle you can say this one is your O, this you can say P, and this is you can say Q. So here we talk about in triangle Q, O, P or Q. Your angle POQ is your 90 degree. This POQ is became theta. This angle we have supposed as a theta. Here 90 degrees formed, so trigonometry can applicate here. Now here, if with respect to theta, it is being the altitude, this is being the base. So here first we define cos theta over here. Cos theta means A upon hypotenuse means R. So from here, A you can write it down as R cos of theta. Now for unit circle means when radius is became 1, A will turn as a cos theta. So in place of this one, you can write as a cos theta over here. Second thing, if you are going to describe this B in terms of the theta, so sin theta you will take here. So sin theta, it will give you the perpendicular means B upon radius means R. If R is equal to 1, your B will be taken as a sin theta. So from here, B will be your R sin of theta. So in general, if you are going to describe coordinate of P point means on a circumference, if any of the point you are going to be described, it will be your AB or R cos of theta. This is very important thing. Many times it will use to you. And actually it is derived to find out the general solution regarding sin and cos. So afterwards it will be clear how it turns as a general solution. So this is all about the basic concept. Now when radius is 1 means you are talking about the unit circle, means R is equal to 1. So P will be converted as a cos theta and sin theta. So we can say every time your x coordinate of any of the point on the circumference of the circle will be the cos theta, means this will give you the solution regarding cos theta, and y coordinate means this will give you the solution regarding sin theta. Now we come to the zero solution of your cos and sin in a unit circle. I just make this all thing repeat. Here we have considered one circle with radius r. P point on a circumference in first quadrant we have taken as a comma b. Theta means from origin to this P point we have joined a segment which form angle theta on the x-axis in positive direction. This is the radius of the circle. So on basis of this point, this length will be considered a, this length will be considered y. Now on basis of this triangle, that is POQ, that is the angle theta, we can write cos theta. Cos theta means base upon hypotenuse. So from here A will be separate in terms of r and theta. Same with another angle sin we have taken as B upon r. B is equal to r sin theta. So this way P point means any of the point on the circumference in first quadrant you can express in terms of r and theta is r cos of theta and r sin of theta. And when you are talking about a unit circle means the radius is a 1. So at that time your P point will convert as a cos theta and sin theta. Now here we talk about the standard solution of a point on the axis. This is the main part what we want to discuss here. Now here, what up to now we have discussed, that only we will make it generalize. This was our circle. Now, as we are talking about a unit circle, we can locate points A, B, A dash and B dash. Unit circle means this is the radius of the circle, means A you can write in terms of the coordinate as 1, 0, 0, 1 like that as per the position of the point on the axis. Now first on the x-axis, obviously this x coordinate will consider one value as it is a unit circle, means radius is 1. So coordinate of A you can write as 1, 0, means cos theta having value 1, sin theta having value 0, means here cos 0 means 1 and sin 0 means 0. Here your angle formed with the x-axis is 0, means theta is 0. So your cos 0 will give you the respective value and sin 0 will give you the respective value. That's why that point we have described before this. So cos 0 we are knowing that is 1 and sin 0 means it is 0. Now we come here, when angle formed in between these two radii is 90 degree, means your cos 90 and sin 90. So here you can see this B point is available on the y-axis. So obviously its x coordinate will be 0, having y coordinate as a 1. So here you can take a angle theta as a pi by 2. So it will be your cos pi by 2 and sin pi by 2. We know cos pi by 2 is 0, sin pi by 2 is 1. That's why these two value will be considered over here. So nothing is to be marked. Behind each value there is a concept. So if your concept is clear, why every time we are taking cos as a first position, why every time you are taking sin as a at this particular position, behind that we have discussed the theory. Why it is sin on the y coordinate, why it is cos on the x coordinate. Now come to this point. Here you can see this is on the another side or the opposite side of the x-axis. Means here again your y coordinate turn is 0, but your x coordinate will turn is minus 1. Here you can see the whole angle is your pi. So here the theta is became pi, 180 degree. Your cos pi and sin pi are to be valued here. Cos pi is minus 1, whereas sin pi is 0. So this way these values are coming here. So unit circle also will give you the same answer form, and what the point concept just now we have discussed, that will also be give you the same answer form. So don't be confused, every time this will remain fixed as per the position of the point on the axis. Now the last one, that is B dash point. B dash point, that means it is on the opposite side of the y, means x coordinate will be 0, whereas your y coordinate will be minus 1. Everywhere you will have this length as a 1. Now how it turns? This is pi plus pi by 2, means 3 pi by 2. Here this is 180 plus 90, 270. So here your theta is turned as pi plus 90, pi by 2, means 3 pi by 2. Now here your cos 3 pi by 2 and sin 3 pi by 2. In cos all the multiples of pi by 2s are 0, whereas this will be turned is minus 1. So this way all the values will come out with the respective solution form. Now on basis of these all solutions, we can go for generalizing zero solution regarding sin and cos. Zero solution means the angle on which sin value will give you 0 answer, or your cos term will give you 0 solution. So here 0 solution for cos and sin. Here you can see everywhere, if you are talking about sin, this is sin 0. Now where the sin is going to be 0? Multiple of pi. Okay. So this way everywhere when you are talking about the sin 0 solution, it can be generalized as sin of theta is equal to 0 if theta is equal to n pi. Means everywhere if your theta is a multiple of pi, your sin will turn as 0. So here n should be belongs to z. It may be positive as well as negative quantity. If you look at the value regarding cos, you can see everywhere where you are talking about multiples of pi by 2 regarding cos. Here it was a multiple of pi by 2 as a single one, so it turned to 0. Here you were having 3 pi by 2, means again the multiple of pi by 2. So that also turn is 0. So conclusion is what? When you are having the multiples of pi by 2 in form of cos, so that will again give you 0 solution. So second we will have a 0 solution regarding the cos. So theta should be 2n plus 1 into pi by 2. Here again this n should be belongs to integer value. So from this whole circular system, means in the 360 angle, you can generalize your two solution as a 0 solution, sin and cos. If you are talking about the tangent, if tangent is available with a zero solution, convert it in form of sine and cos. This is sine theta, means this will go for cross multiplication. Sine theta will come as 0. So for tangent, it will be the same as a sine. Same, you can link your cot with your cos. Suppose cot theta we are having, convert in form of, so this will be cross multiply, so cos theta you will turn as 0. So regarding cos, what the zero solution you have written, that is to be concerned over here. So this way you can find out position on the axis as per these standard values. So be very sure that when you are talking about any of the point on a unit circle, it will be expressed in terms of cos theta and sin theta. This is a basic concept of the presentation of any point on a circumference of the circle with the unit radius. So next one we will discuss about the position of a sign concept regarding the each quadrant 1, 2, 3 and 4. On basis of that, the whole trigonometry is going to be worked out. Till then, you try to revise the today's point conceptually. So it will be helpful to you understand further more. Thank you.